Welcome back. Well, winter weather can be challenging when you're thinking about how to dress your children for the cold. But how can you prepare them to impact your child's safety? Joining us today, we've got Dr. Stephanie Hansen. She's a pediatrician with Sanford Health about why you should be mindful about your child's winter clothing when they're in the car seat. Dr. Hansen, welcome back to the show. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, good morning.
It's great to have you. All right, so talk about the kiddos and the coats and the car seats.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before, but one thing I really want to drive home to people is that, there's kind of a balance between keeping your kid warm in the winter and keeping them safe in their car seat. And wearing those really popular puffy coats or something that's really thick actually can be a risk when you're in a car seat because that material prevents you from really tightening the straps to the level that they need to be. And if you were to be in an accident, the child, that their coat can compress and they actually can be ejected out of the harness and have serious injury.
Wow. So how do you ensure that, okay, my little one's going to be warm, but they're also going to be safe and fitting in there nice and snug?
Yeah. So I think there's a few things you can do. One is trying to warm up your car ahead of time as much as possible so that your child doesn't have to be heavily dressed when they're in there. A second thing you can do is buckle them in, just wearing a few light layers of clothing so that you can really get that harness tight, and then use a blanket or a coat overlaying them once they're harnessed in. A good way to double check if they're in there safely is to do something we call the pinch test. So at the level of the shoulder, if you can grab and pinch the harness, that means it's not tight enough. It really should be fitting snugly up against their body.
Any other precautions that we should be looking at besides just not wearing a coat?
Yeah, well, I think just, those basic rules of car seat safety to make sure that the car seat is appropriately sized, that it's not expired, and that you're following the guidelines based on your child's age. So whether that be rear facing, in a harness seat, or in a booster seat.
Do you have any, I think there's an organization out there that actually helps parents sort of make sure that the car seat's in there correctly, fits correctly. Any resources on that you know of?
Yeah, at Sanford, we actually have a place called the Safety Shop that will help parents make sure that their car seat is properly installed, that it's the right seat for their child, and that they're fitting their child appropriately.
And so do you just reach out to them and they kind of give you a one-on-one over the phone, or how does it work?
They actually have a garage, so you can bring your car there and your car seat, and they'll help you in person, making sure that your car seat is safely fitted. If you go to our website, sanfordshealth.org, and look for the Safety Shop or search for car seat checks, you should be able to find the information you're looking for.
That is fantastic. Anything else you want to add, Doc?
No, I just think passenger safety is important no matter what time of year we're in. It is a little bit more challenging in the winter. So I think really being sure that you have a good fit should help keep your child safe.
Dr. Hansen, always great to have you on. Thank you very much for the insight.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. We got a lot more coming up. More right here on North Dakota Today.